If you think VA loans are risky in competitive markets, I want to tell you a real story. This just happened this week. Before I get into it, I'm Ryan Paquin, the VA loan coach, powered by First Home Mortgage. I work with military buyers every day, and this deal perfectly illustrates how VA protection actually works. So we had a military buyer in a competitive situation. The home looked strong, but when we reviewed the comps, the price felt a little high. Not crazy, but stretched. Now here's where most buyers panic. They assume if we go in with a VA loan, we're going to lose. Or worse, we have to overpay to win. But we understood something important. The Tidewater process exists for a reason. We knew that if the value wasn't supported, we would have an opportunity to respond before the appraisal was finalized. So we structured the offer confidently. The appraiser did their job. They reviewed the comps, and they initiated the Tidewater. That means they believed the property might not support the contract price. Now here's the key. Instead of panicking, we went directly to the listing agent. We asked for their strongest comparable sales. We put the conversation in their hands, because if the value truly existed, it would show up in the data, and it didn't. The appraisal came in $35,000 lower than the asking price. Not 5, not 10, $35,000. The value simply wasn't supported. Now here's the part nobody talks about. Because we didn't waive the protections, because we understood Tidewater, because we didn't let fear dictate strategy, my clients didn't lose the house. They renegotiated, and they bought that home for $35,000 less. That's roughly $200 per month in payment every month for years. That is not a VA loan problem. That is a VA loan protection working exactly the way it was designed to. Now let's zoom out. If this had been a conventional deal without proper safeguards, there's a chance that the buyer either overpays, brings cash to closing to cover the gap, or stretches financially because they felt pressure. Instead, the appraisal protected them. This is why understanding the process matters. Tidewater's not a threat, it's a safeguard. It forces the market to justify the price. And when the value isn't there, you have leverage. That doesn't mean VA appraisals always come in low. It means when pricing is aggressive, you're not exposed. And here's the bigger lesson. We didn't apologize for using a VA loan. We used it strategically. We communicated with the listing agent, we relied on the process, and we let the data speak. And my client won, not just by getting the house, but by not overpaying. If you're active duty or a veteran, and you want to make sure your offer is structured correctly, especially in competitive markets, text WIN to 443-377-1589. And I'll walk you through how to protect yourself before going under contract. Because winning isn't just about getting the house, it's about getting it at the right number. And that's exactly what happened here.